Hey everyone, Sam at Wyvern Kodiak, and I have something pretty cool to check out today. This is a knife from a company called Klaken. And Klaken Knives reached out to me and they said, hey, we are opening up a line of Amazon knives and we want you to test our knives for us. And so naturally I'm skeptical, but they said, look, our knives are going to be in the $20 to $30 range on Amazon, and they're going to be as good as $50 to $70 knives. And I said, okay, challenge accepted. Send me some knives. So this is one of the two that they had sent me, and this is the J335 by Klaken. Now, Klaken is not just a budget brand, just so you know. They do have some really cool high premium knives in M390 with titanium and all that kind of stuff, but they are expanding into some other territories. They want to explore budget brands and they think that they can do it better. So we're going to put it to the test. Now, this is just going to be an overview video. We're going to take a look at it and see what we think on this thing. And then we're going to have a follow-up video soon. And that is going to be a hard use testing video, and we're going to see how this thing stands up. So let's get into it and at least do the overview and see what everybody thinks on this thing. So the J335 has G10 scales on it, lanyard loop on here, appears to be T8 screws on the hardware, with the exception of the pocket clip. The pocket clip is in deep carry, but is not reversible, has a lanyard loop on what appears to be a G10 backspacer, stainless steel liners on here, thumb studs with jimping, and a rear flipper. Opening this up, we have a clip point blade, appears to be a stonewash finish on here, Klaken symbol. The blade is in 14C28N here. Very nice looking on this clip point. It is a flat grind on this. The blade is very sharp out of the box here. No wiggle at all, not even the slightest. This is a strong lockup on here. It is a liner lock and it feels very, very good. So let's talk about specs here real quick. The specs on this knife, we're looking at 8.27 inches overall. The blade comes in at 3.43 inches and it weighs 3.25 ounces. Now we're going to do some size comparisons. This is a Wixco Skort and this is a Demko AD 20.5. So measuring it up, it is very, very close, probably about the same size as a Wixco Skort. So a good full-size knife and a bit bigger than the AD 20.5. We're going to put it up next to the EMP EDC. That is the relative. I almost called it the Nimble. That's terrible of me. And then I'll put it up right next to my very own Gracchus. And as you can see here, it is about Gracchus size. It is probably a 1/16 of an inch bigger than the Gracchus. So it is a good full-size knife. So let's get into the rest of the details on this knife here. Talk about ergos. Ergos in hand, I've got a 4-finger grip on here, choke back position, squeezing down here, very comfortable, no pinch points, no hot spots. They've done a nice job knocking down the edges over here on the sides with some chamfers. I do feel the pocket clip, but the pocket clip is not bothering me, not hurting me in any way, shape, or form. Thumb out here, I'm locked in on the jimping. This is good jimping. I do wish that there was a little bit more, but that is a wish, not a problem. So I can tell you that this is a very, very nice feeling knife here. Excellent knife feel. Good ergos on here. Good size knife. I definitely like it. Let's check the action on this. So action is on bearings. we do have a shake close. Open with the thumb studs works great. Fall to the nail, couple shakes closed. Rear flipper works outstanding. Again, very, very good action on this knife. No problems whatsoever when it comes to that. Reverse flick off of the thumb stud works as well. So have no issues with that. Now, I am going to go on a limb here, and I'm sure you all know this already, but this pocket clip is probably going to work outstanding. It's a deep carry, bent style, stainless steel clip. These things are really, really simple and effective. Nothing fancy, no frills, but they just work. So let's grab our test pants and let's give this a try. And just to verify, make sure that we are doing a thorough job here for everybody. For those of you new to the channel, these are medium thickness jeans. Going to take the knife, put it in the pocket, see how easy it is for this clip to slide in the pocket, how good it is to retain itself in the pocket, how easy it is to slide out of the pocket, and if there'll be any long-term damage or fraying to the edges or seams of the pocket. So we're going to get into this now. We're in position, a little bit of pressure, slide right over the top, no problem. Knife disappears into the pocket. Outstanding. It's exactly what you expect from a bent style pocket clip. No frills, nothing fancy, just works. Retention on it is outstanding. As you can see, it's moving the pants. The knife is staying put in the pocket, and coming out works just as easy as going in. So I would say overall, pocket clip works exactly the way you want it to. So excellent so far. Absolutely no issues with this knife. This knife comes in at a whopping $29.99. The link is going to be in the description. So I would definitely recommend checking this thing out for 30 bucks. It is really a fantastic, fantastic knife. 14C28N, and the action on it's good. Lockup is completely solid. The edge on this thing is stupid slicey. So I would absolutely say that this is a fantastic knife. Things I dislike. Well, let me see here. Truthfully, there's nothing I can sit there and say I hate. Okay, I really actually like this knife a lot. Intend to carry this a little bit with me because I'm enjoying this thing. There's a few little nitpicks, really, really small. The first one that I'm going to point out is going to be no reversible pocket clip. You've got a budget knife here. You're not intending to make in lefty. I would recommend personally that you make a reversible pocket clip on here. Doesn't add a major expense here, and it would be really simple to take this clip, flip it around, and now you have a lefty friendly version on you here. So that's the first thing. The second thing here is I would extend this jimping out just a little bit. I'm talking about like a ½ inch. People that have bigger hands like myself, I extend my thumb out this way, and now I am just past the jimping. So just a little bit out here. Now that being said, this is a flat spined knife, not a crown spine. So I am landing on a flat spot here, and I don't feel like I'm slipping or anything. I'm absolutely confident in my grip here. But it would just be nice to have a little bit more jimping on the spine here for bigger hands. You have a bigger knife, bigger hands, that would be my personal preference here. And then the final thing that I want to point out is T6s on the pocket clip. You went T8s everywhere else. I'd really like to see T6s disappear and put T8s on the pocket clip. And the biggest reason why is because they just strip out easily. They're a real pain in the neck. Nobody likes stripping out T6s. If you put T8s there, they tend to strip out a lot less, and it would be an awful lot easier to have some T8s there just for peace of mind, especially if this was a reversible pocket clip and then you're taking that clip off. You know, then that would really be something I'd be hammering on a little bit more. But all in all, fantastic knife, and for 30 bucks, definitely a fantastic knife. So check the description for the link to this knife. Really, really nice. Comes in several colors. 14C 28N G10, solid lockup, great knife, excellent access to the lock bar here. Outstanding budget banger for sure. So drop me a comment, let me know what you think. Have you handled a Klaken knife, or have you even heard of a Klaken knife before? And if so, tell me your experience on that. And then, you know, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We really appreciate all the support. Check out our Instagram at Wyvern Kodiak. Check out our website, wyvernkodiak.com. And then join us Wednesday nights live in the Dragon's Lair. That's a YouTube live show. We go on at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and we usually have guests and we have a lot of fun. So come hang out with us. We'd love to have you. Anyhow, folks, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope you go and check out one of these Klaken knives because they are really, really nice. And you all have a fantastic day.